Hello everyone, welcome back to some more Dead by Daylight, the board game coverage for the channel. I'm going to work with an extra studio light to try and let you see the board better. I'm going to work around the parts that are a little bit overly shiny. Hopefully I can always get the angle that it's not too bad. Like I know down here is a little bit, but whatever. And we're going to use the other board that, I think this one is Collector's Edition exclusive. If this one isn't, then the last one was. And last time it was in the flavour of green. This map is very clearly in the flavour of red. This is the Crotus Pren Asylum. And actually does have an interesting thing I noticed here. It uses the green movement tile to kind of go around in a perfect square here, which actually replicates like giving the killer the runaround in the video game version, which is kind of neat. But new killer, got one painted up, got another one good to go almost, just got to finish the base. So although I'm going to use the same survivors because in the player made solo rules we're using, it doesn't really matter what survivors you're using. I am going to mix it up by using some killers. And the killer we're using this time is the Trapper, whose difficulty rating hard, as in that's how hard he is to use. We'll look at what he can do and I'll give it a go. So here is the mini for the Trapper. I wasn't 100% sure what colour officially his overalls were meant to be, because in some screenshots and toys they look green and some of them they look blue. I went with green, but that's him done. So the Trapper is an area control killer able to apply pressure across the board by placing deadly bear traps for survivors to step into. So his power is bear trap. Place a bear trap on a connected path without a pallet or a breakable wall or any other component. You may remove an existing bear trap to place a new one, so I guess you're only allowed one. In the video game I think he has 3. His passive, when a survivor moves along a path that has a bear trap, they roll the danger die, which is that one. Remove the bear trap and the survivor becomes wounded, on a failure I should say. If the survivor was already wounded, you steal their sacrifice token without needing to sacrifice them, which is actually pretty decent. And there's only 2 successes on the danger die. Powers, all of them cost blood points, so you can't get any freebies. Brutal strength, after you attack a healthy survivor, move them along any path, so you force them to move. If you move them through a pallet or a breakable wall, they destroy it. Unnerving presence, when a survivor in your space or connected space would perform a skill check, they roll the danger die instead. And then agitation, after you attack a healthy survivor, move along any path, so he actually has a little bit of bonus movement as well. Or he can use blood points to buy extra turns at the cost of 4 if he so chooses. So I'll get everyone randomised onto the table. Once again, the survivors are going to be Jake, Park, Dwight, whatever his surname is, Nia and Ace Visconti. This video is sponsored by Noble Knight Games. Check out the video description below for an affiliate link that will take you through to their store, and it will help me out as well. Thanks. Hopefully with not too much reflection, here is an overview of the whole game board to give you also an idea of the various areas. Randomised where everyone is, as I said. Unfortunately for Dwight, he's started up in the top left in the killer's shack, which is also where it happens that the killer, the Trapper, is starting. Ace Visconti is in the carnival entrance over in middle right, and then Jake and Nia are both in the outer garden to the bottom right down here. You've got the receiving desk, the front office basically, greenhouse, ruins, treatment hall, Darkwood, which is a indie game if I remember rightly, hallway and a courtyard up the top right. So it's an asylum with a carnival nearby. So with that, I think we can jump in. I'll find an angle that works and we'll start seeing where the survivors randomise. We'll start up here with Dwight. I am shuffling the deck. I've already selected my 2 cards. They're just out of sight up there, but I have already put them down. I want Dwight to go blue. Spoilers. And he is actually going blue. I did shuffle it, so he's going to be in a spot of bother in a moment. Flipping the leftmost unless it's red. He has found a generator, however. So this is his chance to do some good before I smack him, because I'm definitely gonna now. He is going to do a repair. Oh, Dwight. He did a super repair and got 2 out of 3 of the progress instantly. Usually it's Jake that does that. That's the other thing where I'm kind of okay with using the same survivors, because they have these through lines. Jake keeps getting crits and Ace keeps hiding in lockers. And we've moved down here. We'll start with Ace, why not? He can only leave his current space with blue or red. Okay, he is going down here. The carnival entrance actually does have 2 yellows, but he's in the receiving desk now and he's found one of the exits, so he can't really do anything with the rest of his turn. So we'll just go straight to, well, bring it down a little bit. We'll go Nia then Jake. Nia wants to go yellow, can't go yellow from where she is because it's red or blue. Yes, red or blue, because the green is currently blocked off. She's going red. So all the way along here, that pops her out off camera, annoyingly, in the greenhouse over there. Flipping this over, it is a generator. Generator goes here. Still haven't had time to paint these up, apologies. And she's going to try and repair it, and she did, but only one. And we are right there. So Jake is either going to follow her or going to end up in the ruins. So it's red or blue. He is following her. Now Jake, I know I said you always roll crits on repairs. He would flip over this. It's an item, but prioritize trying to win, so generator first. Okay, good. Because if he'd got a crit on that, it would have been repaired instantly. As it is though, 2 out of 3, and now it's over to me. So I've already spoiled it. My first movement card I selected was indeed blue. We're going to come over here. I'm going to flip over red. Is it a hook? No, it's a totem. So, well, either way, as my action, I'm still going to smack Dwight. So I'm just going to put the... I'm trying to do this gently, because if I do it too tightly, it is taking off the paint I put around the base, annoyingly. So I might just have to slide them, or take it off them if they're on the hook. But for now, he's wounded. And then my next movement, not going to do much with this one, sadly. I picked red. But there's 2 ways to go red. I'm going to not break the walls, because I feel like... Actually, if we just come over here so you can see it. I feel like breaking the walls give the survivors too many places to run. So I'm going to come down to the treatment hall, which means I'm going to have to move the camera again. We're going to flip red and hope that it's a hook. Ah, it's not. So there's no point chasing Dwight, because I can't hang him on a hook if there's no hook. For this turn though, since I can't attack, let's put a trap then. So place a bear trap on a connected path without a pallet. So I could put it here, anticipating Nia or Jake coming this way, or I could put it on red to potentially get Dwight, and I would steal his sacrifice token without needing to sacrifice him. Ooh, you'd have to get red. You know, I think about, oh, there is a specific trap token at a glance. I don't see it, so I'm going to need to look it out of the box. But I think, yeah, I'm going to put it there, and then we're going to roll into another turn. So second round, let's start with Dwight, not because I have any chance of hooking him, because there's no hook yet, so I literally can't. But because if he goes red, that bear trap is going to get him. And I hope you can hear I am shuffling. And he's going blue. He can go blue. Ah, he can choose which blue to go. It doesn't really matter, so this just comes down to just pick one, I guess. This is another situation where I guess you could random. I'll put him over here though, and he has found the he found the other exit over on the right there. So he is not going to really be able to do anything with his turn. But the 2 exits are quite far from each other. I actually know there's one way to get to. Oh, it's a one-way path though. The other exit down here, you can get to it, but you can only go yellow, and it's a one-way trip. Well, either way, I guess since we have Ace in center camera, we'll go Ace next. He's pretty safe to go wherever, really. Oh, speaking of which, he's taking that one-way snake all the way down here, and he'll flip a blue, which would be a locker. It's an item, so he's actually going to loot then, because there's nothing else for him to do, really. I don't know, I put them too far to one side. There we are. Let's give him a quick shuffle. He found a firecrackers. Discard at any time to remove a breakable wall. Oh, wow. Okay. At any time. He's not currently connected to a breakable wall, so hopefully remember that later. And if he gets the opportunity, he'll remove it, because the breakable walls going away is just a net benefit for the survivors. So now we come to Nia and Jake. They're still relatively safe, even if they go the way I am. Nia first, red. She can go red, it's right back down to where she started. Let's see if I don't need to move the camera. She found a generator, so I kind of... Well, I guess I don't really, but let's see. She found a generator. Come down here. It's not an ideal angle, but let's see how much she repairs it. Oh, she doesn't at all. In fact, I get a blood point. Much better. Okay. Just put that there. And then for Jake Park, red as well. Well, can he do his thing and get a crit on the generator? Oh, you'd have to flip something. It is a locker. East Visconti is triggered. It's just 1 progress on there. Well, all the survivors are pretty far away from me. I selected green because I'm still looking for a hook. So we're coming down here. I'm hoping this is a hook. There we go, that's more like it. So now at least I have a place I can bring survivors to if I want to take them out. There isn't really anything else for me to do this turn except hit the generator. So I'm going to hit the generator and clear all progress from it, which is helping because I haven't really done that much damage yet. And then my second turn, I chose to wait because I thought maybe the survivors would stay around in this general area. Sadly, that's not going to be how it works out. I guess I don't think I get to flip something because I waited. I didn't re-enter the area. So I could move the bear trap. Yeah, let's move the bear trap. I'll place a new one and I'll place it on the red portion here, connecting down to where Nia and Jake are. So if I go down that way but they come back, at least I have a chance of hurting one of them. New turn, let's go with the wounded Dwight. I totally forgot that instead of looting, Ace definitely could have attempted a heal on Dwight. Missed the opportunity, that is what he should have done. If the opportunity arises again, that's what will happen. But Dwight is going yellow, he can't, it's one way both sides. So instead he's going red. So he's coming down to the carnival entrance, which has two yellows on it, directly to the south here. Sorry about that. Flipping the first one, and it is a generator. I guess that, because there's two yellow here, I guess it is feasible that there would be two generators, which is a little weird. Anyway, he will attempt a skill check, and he does indeed do one progress towards it. Now, will Ace follow him? And then he would prioritize the heal, I think. He is following him. I've forgotten offhand now if it was a skill check or not, so let's just roll the skill die now and I'll go check and see if it's relevant. He did pass it, it wasn't a crit, but I think that is going to heal him, yeah. Yep, it is indeed a heal. Alright, let's do Nia now then. She's going red. Oh, poor Nia, she is walking over a bear trap. So we need to come over here, because she does still get to, pardon me, successfully move the path, but snap catches on that. So you perform a skill check on the danger die. Let's do that. On a failure, remove the bear trap and the survivor becomes wounded. The survivor was already wounded, gain a pro. I guess the trap just stays there then, because it doesn't say what to do on a success. Okay, so I presume it only states what to do in the case of a failure, so the trap stays there. She sees it and walks around it, I suppose. She comes over here, and we have to flip the green token, which is a pallet. I presume you can't overwrite the trap that's already there, so she will hide it there. And with that, she'll try and repair the generator. Do I want to make this worse for her? No, I think it's fine because I broke the generator. And she failed it anyway, so I am glad I did that. That's one more point for me, blood point. And now it's Jake Park. I'll leave the camera where it is in case Jake ends up following her, because he would walk over the trap as well. Let's shuffle, and green. He can't go green, it's blocked. He can only go blue or red. Blue, fair enough. Skipping across the bottom to the top, the bottom left rather. And he's found, oh, it has to be a generator because the two exits have been found. Is he going to do that Jake Park thing? No. Normal success though. He's going across every corner of the map, just doing a little bit of progress and then running away laughing. So what did I select for my turns? Did I select wait first? Sadly not. I selected go red. Now in the video game I think the trapper can get stuck on his own traps, but thankfully that isn't the case here. So we're just going to wander down. We're going to flip over red and see it is a hook. I'll get that in a moment. And for lack of anything better to do, yeah, I'll wreck the progress on this generator for the turn. And then my other action, unfortunately, I got it the wrong way around. Oh, actually, I thought I picked wait. I guess I picked green. Oh, that's right, I did pick green because I decided there's too much important stuff down here that I can't start, wrecking this. So we are going to smash through this wall here and say, hello, friendos. Hope that this is a hook as well. It isn't. But I get to hit one of them, and just to stay consistent, I'm going to hit Dwight again. Alright, top of a new round. We're going to go with Jake Park first in the bottom left corner, and he is going blue. He's going right back where he was. Is there even anything? Yes, there's a green to flip over there, which is birds. So there's not really anything else for him to do in that bottom corner besides generator fix. And he puts that one progress back on that I just removed. It feels a bit more even this time though, because none of the generators are done yet. I may have spoken too soon, of course, but I know you couldn't quite see what Jake's doing, but I'm just leaving it here because we're going with Nia now, hoping that she walks back over the trap. Oh, she does. Alright, you can't possibly get a success on this die twice in a row. Okay, she pays too much attention. Fine, fine. There's nothing in the bottom right corner left to explore, so it is... now I have to show it. Now it is just a case of her repairing this generator. And she puts another one on it. But not a crit, so still only one more progress. Let's go with the injured Dwight next, at least after I sneeze. Hang on. Oh, I needed that. Anyway, sorry. Dwight's movement. He's going green, which he can do now because these paths are open and they prioritize winning. So he's going to come down here and try and finish off that generator, and his chances are very good. In fact, he only has a 1 in 6 chance of not doing it. Yep. So this generator is now fully repaired. That is the first of their 4 required to start opening the exits. And then finally, that's all of them down there though. Finally, Ace Visconti. He is going... Yeah, no, he can't go that way. He can... I just realized there is another red path though. Yep, he can go red. He goes up here. He flips a green. It's a pallet. I guess he would put it on the path he just came from because the killer is there. And then it's over to me. So if I remember rightly, I think I'm going to get my choice of people to hit right now because I think I picked green as my first action. I did. So Dwight is going on that hook. That's all there is to it. So Dwight, I am sorry, but you are going on that hook. I'm just going to leave the red ring underneath him so I don't have to keep repairing these painted bases, because that's been a little annoying. There we go. I take his sacrifice token from his card, and that's 1 of the 8 I need to win. Now, oh, no, everything's flipped over. It's fine. So that was my one action for that turn. My second turn, I selected wait, which means I get to hit someone else. And I am going to hit... I'm going to hit Nia because she's been going that red path and she's going to fail that roll eventually. And now if she does, I get her sacrifice token without needing to sacrifice her. So I could also send her along a path. Actually, can you do that, or does it have to have a pallet? If I spend on brutal strength, you can move them along any path. If you move them along a path with a pallet or a wall, destroy it. I think I'm allowed to pay a blood point to force her to walk over that trap. I think that's how I read that. After you attack a healthy survivor, yep, she was, move them along any path. Yeah, I'm going to pay 1 blood point for brutal strength so I can do that. I'm going to force her along the path that has the trap and see if I can snatch her in it. You won't pass 3 of these in a row, Nia. You can't do it. Ah! Well, as it turns out, yes she can. Fine. Well, at least I still sent her somewhere that has a hook, but arg. So we're going to need a pan back view here because there is some set movements. Jake is going to save Dwight from the hook because AI prioritizes that. And in order not to play into the cards I've already selected for my movements, we're going to randomize where they run, starting with where Jake is going. He's going to go blue, and then I'll just shuffle these again to see where Dwight is going. Because he doesn't necessarily go the same route. Okay, fine. He's going the same route. So they're both going to run. Dwight doesn't get a turn, and Jake used his turn to save him. Oops. Get back on your wounded thing, because you stay wounded. And they come down to the bottom left corner. Neither of them have an action left, but I presume they do still have to flip over icons. So there is a locker to hide in there, and there is an item. But Dwight doesn't get an action this turn, and his was to save. So, we might as well stay here because Nia's right there. I swear if she walks over this trap and lives again, I'm going to be furious. Let's see. Well, nope, she can't go that way, it's blocked off. Can't go that way, there's no path, it's green. Well, okay. What would be the best option for her? Doesn't need to go to the exit yet, so it makes the most sense for her to go up the way, up here, and try and get another generator, which this has to be, because there's only 2 exits. So, generator. And does she crit it? No, but she does 1 progress on it. All that leaves is Ace Visconti, who's just minding his own business, wondering where all the lockers are in the top left corner. He can only leave his current space via blue or red, and no matter which way he goes, he's definitely going to try and repair a generator, and it's the safest option, arg. Flipping over this, it's an item. He is going to prioritise winning, however, because this could finish this generator unless he whiffs it. He did not whiff it. So, second generator, done. Now it's starting to look a little worse for me, that's for sure. So I'm down in the bottom right. My first action was red. Again, presumably not triggering my own bear trap, thankfully. But nobody ran to red. Generator's already busted. There isn't really anything I can do. In fact, I think there's literally nothing I can do there, unfortunately. And then I thought I was being clever. Oh, I was clever. Haha! Again, I thought I picked weight, but I didn't. I picked green. Well, hello, Miss Nia. I'll be taking you, flipping something over first. I'll be taking you to your generator, your hook now, on the assumption this isn't a critical success. Are you kidding me? Okay, well, I had to take her 1 space, and she got a crit, so I just drop her there, and I think she gets to move away freely, and then that's my turn. I could pay for an extra turn though. She can only leave via green. No, I've played my green card this turn, so there's no point. So, yeah. Oh, wait. Unless she stays still. If she doesn't get a free move, I'll play an extra turn, play my weight card, and I will get her. Alright, you do drop them in that space. So, I'm taking an extra turn. I haven't played my weight card. I'm paying 4 blood points. And they're a bit harder to come by as the trapper, because he doesn't get free ones if there's no one sacrificed in at the end of a turn. Oh, that reminds me, sorry, Dwight was sacrificed at the end of the turn, so I actually have 2 tokens towards progress. Not 1, but either way, I'm going to once again try and sacrifice Nia. Watch her roll a crit again. No, she didn't. Haha! Dead or alive, you're finally coming with me. So she is going to be sacrificed on the hook down here. She hasn't been sacrificed yet, so I get her sacrifice point. She also gets what she deserves. So Nia's, oh, that's not Nia's, so that's me at 3 of the 8 I require to win, and down here, sorry, and now it is the end of my turn. So the survivors have found themselves in a bit of a predicament because Dwight and Jake in the bottom left of your screen, they can't get to Nia, so they can't prioritise a rescue because this path is the only path linking and they are blocked off. They could go round, of course, and Ace is up at the top of the map, so they could go near. They are not rescuing her this turn though, so she doesn't get a turn, and that means I'm going to get 1 more progress towards winning at the end of the round. So at the very least, I'm getting some value out of focusing her down a little bit. So we're going to randomise Jake's movement first. He's going red. That is all the way up the side here, up to the old shack. It's going to be a generator, because of course it is, because there's only generators left to find as far as yellow spots go. And he's going to try and repair it. And he did. Simple as that. Right there. And then Dwight is going to move. And Dwight is moving. Green? No, you ain't. It's blue or red. He's going blue. So that means he is going all the way along the bottom again, and he's going to hide in the locker. He's going to do an Ace Visconti and hide. Oops, and fall over. Sorry. He is down there, he is in a locker, he's hiding because there's nothing else for him to do. So that means it just comes to Ace. He's got a few different directions he could go. Actually, he can only go blue or red, but no matter which one he goes, once again, he's definitely doing a repair. Can't go yellow, can't go green. Red, okay. He can still flip over this. There is a locker there that's alluring to him, but he knows they have to escape, otherwise I'll win eventually. And he got 1 more progress on this generator right here. Alright, let's see what I did for my turns. So it's both fortunate and unfortunate, my first selection, because we are going to get a benefit out of it. I believe I picked red. Yep. Which means Dwight, dear old Dwight, my friend Dwight. Wonder. Oh, hello again. You came back to the same hook you were on earlier. Well, guess what, buddy? You're back on there. I already have your free sacrifice token, but you're still worth 1 to me at the end. Oh wait, he's in a locker! Ah, I forgot he was in a locker. Okay, well, I need to remind myself how to what do I need to roll? Is it the fail condition or is it the crit condition? Occupied locker. The survivor performs a skill check. On a failure, they are picked up even if they aren't wounded. So they have to get a failure. Can I force it to be the bad die? Yes, I can pay my last blood point for unnerving presence to force Dwight to use the bad die, which, as we know, never rolls the crit. Okay, never mind. So, let's see what happens then. On a failure, they're picked up, but yeah, it wasn't a failure, so the locker gets destroyed, but never mind. Dwight gets to live. I didn't pick weight, so I can't smack him again, unfortunately. I picked, we just come over here, blue. And that's the bottom left corner, which I'm hoping is a hook as well, because it would be nice to have one down here. Is it a hook? It is a hook. I have to flip something, so I'll flip this. It's birds. I can use birds to get blood points, can't I? Because I need more blood points now. I've tapped my reserves and I can't get them as easily as the doctor could. Let's see. Remove the crow, gain a blood point. Instead of hitting the generator. They've got so many other generators. Yeah. I'm going to get rid of the crow for 1 blood point. In my frustration, I did forget the round did end with Nia on the hook, as explained, so that's 1 more progress. I'm halfway to winning, and they're halfway to winning as well, basically. Although, with all the crit results on that danger die going in their favour, I'm actually surprised they're not winning harder. Anyway, Ace has to go rescue Nia as per how the AI works, so getting her off the hook, and then we're going to randomise where they're running, starting with Ace himself. So he can't run blue. In fact, it has to be green. It has to be green. So never mind. There's no point randoming. They can literally only escape green, and it would make the most sense for them to go away from the killer. In this instance, it really is just a like 50-50. This way puts them further away from me, so that makes the most sense. Neither of them get a turn though. So let's go with Jake Park to the top left of your screen. Now if he goes red, it's a little dangerous. Green, nope, it's red or blue. He is going red, so he's going where I am, in the bottom left, but I'll tell you this for free, I did not pick weight as my first action because I didn't anticipate that happening. Oh, I forgot to put a hook there. But he's going to just do a skill check on the gen. He did a fail, so I get a blood point. Thank you for that. And then doesn't do much else. Over to Dwight, who survived his encounter with that locker again. Ace taught him well, as I said. He can go, I want him to go red, but he can go blue or green. He went red. Okay, so first of all, that's danger die. You're not as good as Nia. You can't do it. You won't avoid the trap. You'll walk right into it. You're Dwight. That's what Dwights do. Thank you. So, on a failure, remove the bear trap and the survivor becomes wounded. If the survivor is already wounded, it gains sacrifice progress. Thank you very much, Dwight. I'll take that. Trap gets removed though. And I'm now 5 out of 8 towards winning. Dwight's going to do a repair. And he failed. Dwight is the resource that keeps giving. Another blood point to me. And that's everyone. So I'm down to the bottom left, and for my first action I had picked blue. I anticipated someone going down there. Sadly, they did not. I will, however, use the last resource that's down here, which is a bird, to gain 1 more blood point. Which means I now have enough to buy myself an extra turn if I want to. I'm not sure if I do yet, but either way. And my next action was crouch, which means I'm going along red. And oh no, I followed Dwight. You're not hiding in a locker this time, Sonny. So he is going on the hook. Oh, his base was actually stuck to him. There, I think that's on. Yeah, there we are, it's not so bad. And that's the end of my turn. Now I could, if I buy an extra turn, I haven't played my green card, so my green card could take me up here. I could smack Ace, or I could grab Nia and try and take her to a hook, but the nearest hook is 2 away. Oh, but if I do that, I'm one away from winning. That's tempting. Or I could hit ace and try and sit. I'm doing it. I'm paying the 4 blood points. This might be greed. I'm playing my green movement card because I played blue and red. I'm going over here. I'm grabbing Nia, and we're taking her 2 spaces, and I got her because it's a crit to escape. So I took her all the way back down to the bottom right corner in the outer garden. Look at the pretty flowers while I load the shotgun. These bases are hard to pick up. So she is down here on the hook. That is the end of my action, but at the end of the turn, she and Dwight are both on hooks, which means I get 2 more progress towards winning. I don't think I can be stopped because I only need 1 more. Jake can rescue her. No, they're totally getting them off the hooks. I have to try and predict where they're going to run. I just need to get them 1 more time. Alright, this is a very, very important turn with mostly automated actions, although again we're going to randomize where they go, because for Ace's turn he is going green and he is rescuing Dwight, but they then need to randomize their actions. We'll go with Ace first. He is going to go blue. No, he ain't. It's blocked off. Can't go yellow. He is going green. He'll go right back. Wait, did I say Dwight first? No, I said Ace first. And then Dwight, shuffle again. He is going... Nope, can't go blue. There's a blockade. Oh, Ace had firecrackers. So I guess he technically could have. You know what? I will send Ace blue. He had the firecrackers, which say at any time you can blow up an adjacent. Dwight, unfortunately, for him, is going red. He's lucky that bear trap ain't there anymore. So he's down where Nia is on the hook, but he isn't allowed a turn, so he can't save her. It has to be Jake. But yes, so we'll move Ace, sorry. So he's down here. He did destroy this wall here, and the firecrackers are gone. Put that over there. There we go. So, Jake's turn. He has to go rescue Nia, because otherwise they lose. So he has to come down here. Apologies for the shaky cam. He is rescuing Nia, and then they both get to move. So, we'll start with Jake. He's going, yep, okay, he's going red. He ran red. And then Nia. Green, yep, can go green. It's actually a choice. I guess she'll go over here. Doesn't really matter. She'll flip a... Actually, I don't even know if she gets to flip when you're running like that, but we'll flip it anyway. I think we're in the end game, so it doesn't really matter. So now it's over to my turn, and I think thanks to Dwight running where he did, we've just won. In fact, let's just stay in camera. Why not? Because I'm very certain I picked wait as my first action. I anticipated it happening. Ahaha! Unfortunately for Dwight, no locker there to save you this time, Sonny Jim, which I think I said already, but I've turned into an old man and refer to everyone as Sonny Jim. Get on the hook, Dwight. There. So no matter what else happens, I now win, because that will give me my last progress. But for the record, my second action was green, because I anticipated someone going green, and it doesn't really matter where Nia went, which green, because I picked green as well, so I have the same options. I would come over here, I would say, hello Nia, I'm going to grab you now. Closest hook, thanks to that wall breaking. Oh, 1 away, actually, yeah, just 1 away. And Nia also gets hooked. That's satisfying after the runaround she gave me earlier, constantly critting her way out of my bear traps. So that means over here Jake gets to watch Nia also get sacrificed. At the end of the turn rolls round, I get given 2 sacrifice tokens. I only needed 1 more to win, so the trapper is victorious. So I think if you do end up trying the solo AI rules for Dead by Daylight, the board game, the trapper is one of the core game killers you get. You don't need the collector's edition to get him. He seems like a fun one to do against the AI because it's pure random whether the AI will walk into your traps or not, whereas a human player can kind of balance around it. So it's a bit more exciting, and honestly it more recreates accidentally walking into one of them when you're playing the video game. So I enjoyed that, except Nia rolling all those crits on a die that has only 2 crits on it, so it's a 1 in 3 chance. But she managed to do, what, 4 times did she dodge it? No, 3 times on the danger die, but 1 time on a regular die as well. So she was the MVP for them, but did end up getting sacrificed quite a lot. They just didn't keep on going back to where the gens were. And I don't think that's necessarily down to the random nature of drawing cards for the AI. This particular map layout, the asylum, it has a lot of key areas blocked off. So as long as the killer doesn't go through them, the options the survivors have is actually very stilted, and limited, so easy to predict, even if like drawing for the AI is random. But if they've only really got 2 choices, that means as the killer I have a 50-50 chance of getting it right. So the odds were actually in my favour more often than they weren't, no matter if I was against a human person or an AI. So this map is a bit weirder than the other ones. But there is one more map to try. It's on the other side of this, and as I say, I have one more killer I am basically done with. It's sitting across the room from me, just waiting for the base to be done. It is the killer I played the most back in the video game, the Wraith, aka Bing Bong. So I think I'd like to get that recorded at the very least as well before tidying this away and moving on to other things for a little bit. But you'll need to come back another time to see that. Thank you very much for watching this one. If you did though, please do remember to show your support, and if you would like to go above and beyond to support what I do here, please do consider becoming a channel member or pressing the thanks button. It is all reinvested in the channel, helps keep this possible and keeps the lights on. Also consider checking out the channel sponsor if you haven't. Thank you for watching though, enjoy the rest of your day and see you next time. Ta for now.